Hi traders, good morning. This is Forex Nelson. I'm back doing another trade. This time I took the pound Aussie. It was exactly 3 minutes ago. Today's date is January the 22nd. I took it right here where this arrow is, right at this spot. And I was following my pip trigger rules, everything lined up, along with my meter. And I'm hoping it's going to test the top up here and continue to break through. I don't know if it'll do it, to tell you the truth, but hey, that's 40 pips, so if it comes up anywhere around here, I may consider just closing it. Most important thing is you take the trade by following your rules of your trading plan, and not every trade will work out, but a very high percentage will, if you follow the rules that I teach in the pip trigger training videos. It's exactly the way I like to trade. I took it at 15:13, which is 8:13. It's actually 6 minutes ago. And all you can do is sit back and wait now. And of course, if it gets up to this level up here, I can either manage the trade and or close the trade and just call it a day. Sometimes my trading is only 30 minutes and I'm done for the day. So anyhow, I shall report back shortly, one way or the other, how this trade turns out. Forex Nelson is back, and I finally closed the trade, and I'm going to be doing a recap of my trades. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades from last night during the Asian session. So the very last trade I just did was the pound Aussie, the one down here at the bottom for almost 1300. You're looking at it right now. I got in where this cursor is. Now I've had some traders ask me, more than one actually, where is the indicator for this arrow? Well, the indicator for this arrow is right here. It's part of the MT4 platform. You have to know how to work everything on this platform. All you got to do is click on this little square here, and it says arrow up, arrow down. There's lots of different prices to the left, to the right, thumbs up, thumbs down. All I do is when I want an arrow up, I click on arrow up, and all I do is I put it wherever I want it. Let's say here. And then of course you can double click on it and hit the control button and then just drag, and you can make a duplicate arrow. So anyhow, just wanted to show you that. I've had at least 5 traders keep asking me, where is that arrow? So that's where the arrow is. Just click here and take whichever one of these indicators that you want. It's part of the MT4 platform. Okay, moving forward, I got in with this little cursor right here where also this arrow is pointing, and I closed it right there with approximately 19 pips. And on this trade it looks like I got out at approximately the right time. So let's move on to the next pair, which is the Euro Aussie. Now this was a losing one. Now for you traders, I've had a few people saying I never show losers. Well, the main reason for that is most traders do not want to see the pip trigger losing. But I do have at least 1 out of every 10 trades that are losers, but I keep them very tiny, like $100, $377. Now this one, I thought it was going to go back up because the trend is up. I took the trade here, but when I saw that it was going against me, I just closed the trade with 5 pips. That is my secret to success. I try not to make my losers really big, because if I would have stayed in the trade, even as of right now, I'd be down 26 pips. So I'd rather just lose a few $100s. So anyhow, that's a losing trade. So just wanted to show that I do have losing trades. Not a lot, but I do. So the next trade I took was the Euro New Zealand. This was done during the Asian session, and I spent many hours keeping an eye on it. I got in on this cursor, my very first trade, and I closed it out over here with approximately 18 pips. I did 2 trades actually. If you're a really good trader, this is much more advanced, and if you're very experienced, then you can trade this way. But I don't go in great detail teaching this because this takes at least minimum 5 years after you're a good trader. Like, you know, it takes time to learn this. So it was only after 10 years by the time I've actually got to this level. And I got in at the, I did it again down on the 5-minute chart. Let me see on the 5 minutes. Let's see if I can go back to the 5 minutes. Let's scroll back and see. So on the 5 minutes, it was on this blue candle. When this candle was going up right here, I took the trade as I thought it was going to break the top and keep going, and the meter was very strong at that point. And by the way, the meter is out of whack at the moment. Don't need the meter, so I just removed it. So while this candle was going up and it was blue, I took the trade, but as you can see, it did go against me. And then as it started to go up again, I took the trade. And I knew that it was going to go up because the higher time frames was telling me, and my part of my education that I teach in the PIP Trigger training videos, I took the trade, but the market doesn't always move exactly the way that, you know, doesn't go perfect. It's just very random. So I took the trade. I knew it was going to go up, but I needed the London session to do that for me. And then right in this area where everything crossed here, and that's where it gave it to me. It looks like I did the perfect timing to get out right here, because this little doji was telling me it's not going to go up anymore. And like I can tell by reading the candles. Sometimes I get it wrong, but that's just the market being very random. So that was the Euro New Zealand. Now if I go to my last trade, which is part of the let's see, the last one, Pound Swiss. Where is it? Pound Swiss was a very small loss. On this red candle, I actually closed the trade. I thought it was going to hook around and come back down to the blue and or the gold, which would have hit my stop. But again, the market's random. It just, I ended up with like 1 pip maximum. And right in here, it went up at 10 pips now. I closed the trade, but you just don't know, you know, and I was very happy with the totals, as you can see from the Asian session. For my 5 trades at $3,656, I'm very happy with that. So I decided to close the trade as I did not want to give more back to the market. So now you know how to put the arrow on, so because I've already had about 4 traders asking me, and so hopefully that will answer the question about this big white arrow. And just about wraps up this video. So if you're interested in the PIP trigger, you can certainly look right below this video and you'll see a write-up. Looks like this, and it's the PIP trigger full package, which is $250. I give 12 versions of my PIP trigger, and so that works out to like 20 bucks a system, and I do teaching and education on all 12 of them, as I don't really know which one you will like the most. I like the top 3, number 1, number 2, number 3. Those are my top 3 favorites, but they're all very good. And I want you to know that it is not the system. It is the education that comes with the system that will turn you into a successful trader. And that's why traders will go through hundreds of systems. Like you'll go through a lot. I'm not saying hundreds. You may quit after the first 10. but you will go through a lot more than one before you find success. So that is why this PIP trigger system full package, I give 12 PIP trigger systems. They're in the form of MT4 templates. But it's the education. And now I'm up to 344. It was 342, but I did 2 more videos as traders were asking me questions, and I decided to do 2 different videos on it to clarify some things that certainly will help your trading and working your way around the platform. So anyhow, there's many different ways to trade, and I do teach it. And I've been getting a lot of questions on the $1 million trade plans. There's one for the Forex and one for the futures. You start with $1,000, and in less than a year you can turn that into $1 million. Numbers don't lie. If you get, all you need is 1 trade a day, and all you need is 10 pips. And as you can see, I got somewhere around 40 pips if you do the math and all of this. Because each pip is worth $10, so 40 times $10 is 4,000. So I'm only roughly guessing. It's at least around 40 pips. So the PIP trigger is very good. It's every day in and day out gives me a lot more than 10 pips. So if you like the PIP trigger, you can call me directly. I do answer the phone unless I'm busy, and or you can shoot me an email if you live too far. And I really prefer Skype. Just Skype me, Forex_Nelson right here, and through screen sharing I will answer all your questions and give you some more tips and tricks, showing you my PIP trigger system. And I do that for free. There is absolutely no obligation, so you just have to get in touch with me if you need some help with your trading. So that just about wraps up this video, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, till the next trade, good luck with your trading.